I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharat Mata, the most powerful and the most merciful. आज इथे उपस्थित सर्वांना माझा नमस्कार. On this important day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Sriman Amitabh, G20 Sherpa of India, Sriman Dilip, Walse Patil, former Speaker of Maharashtra Legislative Assembly and former Minister, Sriman Jain, former member Lokpal of India and Chairperson of the OEPS Advisory Board, and my colleagues from Raj Bhavan, Dr. Prashant, Narnavare, Secretary to me in the Raj Bhavan, and Sri S. Ramamurthy, my Deputy Secretary, Sri Subhash Mundra, URF Trustee, Professor Charan, Grand Jury for Yashraj Bharti Samman, Ms. Deepali, Bhanushali, Chairperson, Yashraj Research Foundation, Bhai Behno, Sabko Namaskar. Today, this pleasant evening, I am very happy to associate myself with the Yashraj Bharti Samman, and I congratulate all the recipients of the Yashraj Bharti Samman and the individuals behind them for bringing about social transformation in India. Yashraj Bharti Samman has recognized quite change makers. These individuals and organizations did not seek the honor, but they have been honored for their hard work and the dedication they are showing to the society. The awards jury therefore deserves our biggest compliments for discovering the real gems. My earlier speaker has said Mahatma Gandhi was not awarded the Nobel Prize for Peace. The dignity of Mahatma Gandhi and his great contribution of non-violence to the humanity is not lowered, but the Nobel Prize dignity is getting lowered a little bit. So, in that what we understand, whether you have been awarded something or not, whether you have been prized or not, your sincerity, your delicacy, your involvement in your good work, that should go on without expecting anything. So, even Mahatma Gandhi was not rewarded. Then why we should be worried about ourselves? If there is no award also, we will march away. I congratulate the Yashraj Research Foundation, Yashraj Biotechnology Limited and the advisory board of the Yashraj Bharti Samman for creating such a meaningful platform to celebrate impactful work. Three areas which get recognized, all are very important. The innovation in the healthcare, transforming the life through education, livelihood, nutrition and sustainable development. Any development cannot be called as development unless otherwise it is an inclusive development. The people living on the lowest layer of this society also should be taken care. That is where the meaning of real development is lying. And ethical governance. why whole world is appreciating Narendra Modi ji? He wants to restore ethical governance from the top. The discipline is one, it cannot rise from the bottom. It has to come down from the head. That is what Narendra Modi is illustrating to the whole world, that the people on the top should be follow all ethics in their duties. And this ethical governance is getting rewarded today is the need of the hour. The first awardee, Jan Swasthya Sahayog, Chhattisgarh, deserves our appreciation. I was pleased to know that this remarkable initiative has led for more than 15 years by a team of committed health professionals. They provide affordable, effective health care, particularly to the tribal and the rural communities in Chhattisgarh. Yes, we all know sometimes the health care is even beyond the reach of middle class and lower middle class. And we should provide the health care for everyone in the society, especially to the tribal who are living in the remote areas, who always get isolated because of their environment of their living. The remote villages, most of them, nobody is visiting those villages, and we all know there are so many diseases because of their living environment the tribals are undergoing, and we should take every care. I was especially happy to note that the JSS team includes specialists in pediatrics, gynecology, surgery, ENT, Ayurvedic medicine, and microbiology, many of whom were trained at premier institutions like AIIMS, New Delhi. That is a great thing to be appreciated, and that has to be keep going for the poorest among the poor also get the health care. In Maharashtra, we have a large tribal population. Before coming to Maharashtra, I even didn't know that Maharashtra had the second highest tribal population in the country. I was the governor of Jain, where the percentage of tribals is 24%. So by seeing that statistics, everybody will be thinking the tribal population is more. But in Maharashtra, it is between 8 to 9%. But the number of tribal people are more in Maharashtra than in Jharkhand. As the guardian of the scheduled areas, I will be happy if we could replicate such models and dedicated healthcare professionals from Maharashtra serve these regions, and I will be a part of you if you have to come forward. But I will make you to come forward. That is my aim. The second awardee, Pratham Education Foundation, has made a transformative impact on the lives of the millions of children, youth and women. We really need someone to check the quality of education imparted to children in primary and secondary schools. More number of schools are coming up, more number of teachers are getting appointed. The education is spreading. That is a good sign. But one thing we have to realize, the standard of education, instead of going up, it is getting declined to a greater extent. The quality of education is also more important than anything else, because education is the only key through which development for the poorest among the poor also guaranteed. In this direction, we are trying to make every effort so that the tribal students are continuing their education even after their schooling. There are good schooling has come up for the tribals. And we in our university is initiated and we are giving much importance to the movement, that is School Connect. So the universities, those who are coming to the university are getting admitted, that is one. But the School Connect make the school students not to drop their education, but they should continue their higher education. And that is all our universities, all the 27 universities of Maharashtra are taking that program, and we are going to spread that program further to the remote places also. I told them very clearly, you should go to the all A-level schools and ashram schools, and you see that no single private student is dropping their education, they should continue. Here the education for the tribals is totally free. Ashram is free. So every facility is available. Only thing we have to persuade them to continue their education. We are taking every step for the tribal students to make their higher education also. We the Service Plus platform developed by the National Informatics Centre shows how good governance can be one of the most powerful forms of public service. Most of us are thinking that corruption is affecting the cream of the society. If in practical sense we go through, it is not. It is affecting the poor more than the rich. Rich can afford to eat and they can get their work done. The poor cannot afford to eat and they are being deprived of the services. So the poor people are getting more affected by the corruption rather than the rich. That is the real practical truth, and we have to understand it, and it has to be addressed. We all should create an opinion against the corruption. And I am sure if the society is conscious, the society decides we have to support the ethics of life, then the real change will come. That is the greatest advantage what we are having in the democratic system. If you decide, I will vote for only a good person, he may belong to any party. That means no political leader wants to lose an election. If you all decided that we will vote for the right person, then everybody will become right and the whole society will change in 5 years' time. We should never vote for a consideration. We should always vote for the contributions of the leaders. And you are appreciating the ethics of governance and the efforts by them, that I am always appreciating it. I am reminded here the words of Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati, the legendary national Tamil poet and the great freedom fighter. Seivana Tirundat Chaivai, Sirandadanai Kolochi Chaivai. That means, whatever you do it in the right way, so that the rightness will rule the society. And there is one great lady poet in Tamil, her name is Abhaya. She born sometime around, I think in the 7th century or so, she said, Aram Seyya Virumbu. That means that you must always do the dharma for the society. You must always like to do the dharma for the society. That means you should follow the dharma all the time. And you should preach the dharma all the time. You must follow the dharma all the time. Not only that you preach the dharma all the time and you don't follow it, that is a big sin. So, these are our elders have said everything. Nothing has been left out by our elders. Not now. Centuries and centuries back. That means they lived their life on ethical grounds only. And before I conclude, I extend my heartiest appreciation and congratulations to the organizers, jury members and the partners who worked behind the scenes to make this event a great success. Even on a Sunday, now the IPL is going on. But the people you are not concentrated on that, but you come here to appreciate the good efforts of good people. Let the Yashraj Bharti Samman mark the beginning of a deeper national awakening among the society. Let us encourage and support many more such institutions to realize the dream of Yashraj Bharat, a developed India, that is a developed India inclusive for everyone. Thank you, Bhagavad Gita, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Maharashtra. Thank you, everyone.